Alright, video blog for month 1. First month being back in a truck. It's been pretty cool. Went to Washington my first week. Drove there from Iowa to Washington to the port. That was a good week. Second week, drove from Washington down to Dallas for the first stop. Houston for the second. The last half of that week sucked. I was out of air conditioning in the truck. Didn't get it fixed. I ran out of air conditioning on Wednesday. Didn't get it fixed till the next Wednesday. So the last part of the second week and the first part of the third week absolutely stunk. Getting to motels, staying in motels, having to coordinate that, the trip plan. It's a lot harder to find a motel that you can do truck parking instead of finding a truck stop or a rest area to pull in. So that was a little taxing. Week 3, though, after that, I went home after my third week. I've had enough, man, without the air conditioning between the second and third week. It wore me thin. But I got home for the weekend, I was hanging out with my family, my friends, had a really good time. And then the fourth week absolutely stunk. The entire week did. Started off real well. The first day did. Got down there. I was right where doing what I was needing to do. Right doing what I shouldn't be doing. And then the next thing you know, I get stuck for 5 hours after I delivered my first load to the consignee on Monday morning, which sucked. Nobody wanted to load the step deck trailer I had. So I finally got a load. I had to drive 2 hours to get it. Then I got loaded. I almost got an argument with the shipper. I was like, I'm overweight, dude. I know I'm overweight. He goes, no, we weigh the bundles, so on and so forth. It's like, okay. So all I did was follow company procedure, policy. I went and found a set of CAT scales at a truck stop, the closest one. Weighed the truck. Sure enough, I'm over. I was out of hours. So I had to wait until the morning to drive back down there to get them to move it. It took 4 hours for them to figure it out. So that killed that day. Then the place that I delivered it to was a nightmare getting into because the directions I got, you couldn't drive a truck down. So I had to figure out how to get back on around and get into a truck route to get to this place. Then there was nobody there. Nobody ever is there at this place. It's a warehouse for a company. But nobody is ever at the warehouse. All they do is use the store stuff. They just have other guys with day cabs go over there, grab a forklift, load up what they need on the truck, and they run it back over to their factory. So I was there for like 3 hours. So that killed that day. Then then I get, finally I get out of there and I get down to my next load that I'm getting. This is the third load for the week. And I get down there and I go to get my load and they load me wrong. I told them, I said, hey, you can't put all that weight on my trailer axles or I'm going to be overweight. They did it anyways. I'm not going to argue with them. I run down to a scale, which thank God this one was only 20 miles away. Because the one that was 60 miles away was in West Virginia. And 60 miles in West Virginia, and you're in the eastern portion of West Virginia, in the mountains, and a truck is like 2 hours. This one wasn't as bad. It was like 25 minutes. Sure enough, my trailer axles were overweight. Well, I'm out of hours by the time I get back down there. So I'm out of hours. They adjust the load and everything and get it all fixed up. I can't drive anymore, so I got to stay the night there. Using the baby wipes to take a shower because there's no shower at this place. So I get up in the morning and I get rolling. And I get this over to the place that I'm delivering it to. While I'm on my way, though, I stop and on my 30-minute break, I took a shower. I get over, I'm about a half an hour from where I'm at, I'm out of hours. So I stop and pull over, sleep my 10. I get up, run in, I'm there early, right when they open. And then I got to bounce back down another half an hour to, thank God, get rid of the step deck trailer. That thing was a beast and a burden from day one. ABS light come on, man. That was in my second week on the way to Dallas. Once I got unloaded in Houston, I had to take a load from Houston to Gainesville. Then I had to run back from Gainesville down to Fort Worth to get it fixed, and then from Fort Worth up to Ardmore, Oklahoma. So that kind of killed that week, but I ran hard, so I made good money. Fourth week, though, you know, I get that load, I get over to Iowa, and I'm like, man, if you're not going to keep me running over the weekend, just send me home, you know, because I don't mind staying out, but only if my wheels are going to be turning. So he sends me the load I take. He said sending me home, but I run out of hours because the place I go to get loaded takes an hour and a half to load me, and it takes an hour to get it all strapped down. So that burned up, and I'm running on my 14 again. So I burned up all my, you know, I was out of hours at like 2 hours away from home. So I had to get home on Saturday, which killed my 34-hour reset on being able to leave out on Sunday. But I'm in my 5th week now. The loads are going good this week. You know, they always say you're going to have 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4 weeks is going to be crappy. You might as well call it a day at that. I don't like that, but that's the nature of the beast. So that is the status of my month. I don't know if I'm going to do weekly videos, but that's the first one for the first month at least. You know, I've been, well, let's see here, in my first month, Tacoma, Washington, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, Gainesville, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Ardmore, Oklahoma, Franklin, Ohio, Kalamazoo, Michigan, Chelsea, Michigan, Beverly, West Virginia, Petersburg, West Virginia, Indianapolis, Silver Grove, Kentucky, Ames, Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa. I'm trying to remember another town in Iowa I went to. Oh, Oskaloosa, Iowa. And then Lima, Ohio, and then from Lima down to Orangeburg, South Carolina, and now I'm headed up to Shakopee, Minnesota. So I have covered quite a bit of the United States in my first 4 weeks, 4.5 weeks. It's like 4 weeks, 2 days. So, but I'm really enjoying it. Here to tell you, if you got any questions about the trucking industry, hit me up. I'll do my best I can to answer them. You know, I might not always answer them right away because I am driving, so I only spend like an hour or two, maybe a day, you know, messing around with it. I'm not ignoring you. I don't think that. You know, and then, but that's the deal. So, I guess I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.